Hey y'all, Dr. Trehunna. So today what we're going to talk about is the two main reasons why women choose not to lift weights and why as a woman you need to lift weights so you can be on this earth as long as possible.
Hey guys,
My name's Michelle.
Anita, Sarah, Julia, Peyton, Talia,
Jazz. Marquita.
I'm a physique.
Period. You love to see.
So let's cut to the chase. Let's talk about the main reason why a lot of women choose not to lift weights. They already have a preconceived notion that, oh, if I lift weights, I'm gonna go ahead and get bulky, I'm gonna get strong, I'm gonna look like a big ass bodybuilder. That's kind of like me saying, oh, if I play basketball for 3 years straight and I train every single day, I might be better than LeBron. Does that make any logical sense? As women, if you are doing this naturally, and I'm talking about the max you're taking is some creatine as a supplement, you're not taking any steroids, you're not taking any PEDs, you're not taking any SARMs, you're not taking any peptides, it's humanly impossible for you to get that bulky or that strong diesel look. And the main reason why is because a lot of women, especially a lot of fitness influencers or these bodybuilders, all of these people that you look at Instagram and you're like, wow, she looks amazing. And for some odd reason, she looks amazing all year round. They're taking something. Sad to say, sorry to bust the bubble, but they are taking something. A lot of women are promoted to be natural, right? You're thinking, okay, cool. Well, she obviously did it natural. So that means I can look like that natural, which means that if I lift as much as she does, I'm gonna get bulky. That is never going to happen. Just so you have an idea of the human physiology, a man has about 10 times more testosterone. That's why it's easier for us to gain muscle than women. We just got more testosterone, we got more androgen receptors, etc. Right? Women, believe it or not, you have more testosterone in your body than estrogen. I repeat, y'all do have more testosterone in your body than estrogen. It's just the fact that the estrogen number is a little bit closer to the testosterone number. But we have 10 times more than y'all naturally. So if a woman has 100 testosterone milligrams per deciliter, then we got 1,000. Okay? So on average, we just got more testosterone than y'all, which means what? We have more capacity to build muscle just in general. But two, here's the main reason why you need to start lifting weights a little bit more. In order for you to increase your testosterone level as a woman, you need to do something that's a little bit hard, right? You gotta lift some weights that you're not accustomed to. You gotta do something challenging, right? And you're probably thinking, okay, well, I don't want more testosterone because that's just gonna make me more bulky, right? No. And here's the main reason why you might want some more testosterone as a woman. Have you noticed for some odd reason you don't have as much mental acuity as you usually do? Have you ever noticed that when women start to get older, their skin starts to get thinner, right? Seeing like the collagen is breaking down. So you start seeing those spider veins. That's because a decrease in testosterone. You ever notice that you're a little bit more moody? You have more depressive symptoms. You start to have less motivation. You're a little bit more tired. You have no libido, or you cannot please your partner. That is all testosterone based. And that is because you're not moving your body. So just think about it. If it's affecting your mental health, literally, it's affecting your physical health because the less testosterone you have in your body, the more body fat you will have. It's affecting your motivation, which is going to affect your financial health. What is your reasoning not to work out? Oh, because I'm going to get bulky. That's not going to happen. All right. So all the women that you really see that kind of is giving the body type that you kind of don't want, more manly look, these women train for over at least 10 years of their life. 10 years. 2 to 3 times a week at least, bare minimum. You over here thinking, oh, I haven't worked out a day in my life. Or you know what? I used to be an athlete in high school, right? And I went 10 years without working out. So I know based off muscle memory that if I start working out a little bit more, I'm gonna go ahead and start getting muscular again because I used to be kind of muscular in high school. That's not gonna happen because at the end of the day, it took you about 10 years to go ahead and build that muscle. And during that stint where you stopped training, your muscle atrophied. The main reason why you was gaining muscle that fast is because of puberty. Everybody hits puberty, right? But after 25, your body's not growing anabolic anymore unless you're giving your body a reason to be in an anabolic state, hence lifting weights. So because your body's not kind of working with you now, it takes pure dedication for you to build your body to that manner of the women that you're talking about or the women that you're visualizing that's big and bulky. You're dedicating you lifting weights every single week, at least 2 to 3 times a week for you to attain that body. A lot of people don't know about a protein called myostatin. Myostatin literally inhibits your body from producing muscle. And there's another protein called follistatin. It is the opposite, inverse. So this one is going to help your body gain muscle or gives your body the ability to gain muscle. Now, ironically, guess what happens when you're very sedentary or pedestrian? That myostatin is through the roof. Men naturally have a lower myostatin than women, and older women have way more myostatin than an older or elderly man. That's why it is harder for women naturally to gain muscle. Your bodies wasn't made to be big and muscular. Your bodies was made to reproduce. That's why women naturally carry a little bit more fat. Men does not have to think about reproducing. That's why men can be 4% body fat shredded. You cannot do that unless you're using some pharmaceutical interventions. See what I'm saying? So if you're not doing that, you're not going to get big and bulky. Simple. Now, let me go ahead and tell you the fastest way for you to gain muscle as a woman. There's myostatin and there's follistatin. Myostatin is activated probably about 8 to 10 hours after your workout. But if you're not working out, your myostatin is always elevated, you know? Now, in order for you to bring it down, which is going to allow you to go ahead and start building muscle, you need to start resistance training. And when I'm talking about resistance training, I'm not talking about you picking up that 5-pound, 10-pound weight and you're doing this for 20 repetitions. And in the back of your head, you know you could do a little bit more heavier. You should push yourself in the gym. You should attempt to sweat in the gym. Even though you sweating doesn't indicate a good workout, it's showing is that you actually exerted yourself in the gym. That's what you want. That's how your body grows. Your body has to grow under some form of stress and resistance. Okay? As a woman, if you want to build as much muscle as possible, because you already know it's going to be a little bit harder for you to build muscle than a man, you need to incorporate more frequent training. And when I mean frequent, I'm talking about you lifting weights a little bit more. Okay? And the main reason why is because you're a little bit more in a handicap than a man. At least lifting weights around 3 to 4 times a week. And you can do a split. You can do a push-pull split. You can be upper body, lower body, upper body, lower body, rest day, whatever you want. But at least attempt to go to the gym at least 4 times a week because you want to bring that myostatin naturally a little bit more lower and bring that follistatin a little bit higher. Another thing that you can also incorporate to go ahead and bring myostatin a little bit lower is start taking creatine. And you probably heard a lot of women say, oh, I don't like taking creatine because it is going to cause bloating in my body or it makes me hold on to a lot of water weight. Is that true? Yes. But it's not the water weight that you're thinking of. So when you're taking creatine, you're not gaining a lot of subcutaneous weight. You're gaining a lot of intracellular weight, which means what? If you're having a pump, now that pump is coming a little bit more because the fluid is actually going inside your muscle. Every single woman does this after leg day. They're staring themselves in the mirror and they're looking at their ass. Let's be real. Now you're going to know that my ass is sitting a little bit more after taking creatine versus the days that I do not take it. But not only sitting a little bit more, I could put on a little bit more weight on this hip thrust after I take creatine versus when I'm not. And because I can put on a little bit more weight on creatine versus when I'm not, I can do not only more repetitions, but I can lift more, period. Which is going to ultimately help me gain more muscle. So if you want to gain muscle faster, go ahead and start taking some creatine. Believe it or not, your body makes its own creatine, about 1 to 2 grams a day. Okay? Women might be a little bit less. But if you're supplementing with creatine, yeah, you might see the scale come up maybe 3 to 5 pounds, but you're going to look more fuller. Your ass is going to sit a little bit more. You're going to start seeing the definition in your arms that you've been seeking for all this time. If you're trying to grow a little bit more muscle, what you need to do is stop focusing on aerobic exercises and start focusing on anaerobic exercise. So aerobic exercise means with oxygen. All right, that's your solid core, that's your Orange Theory, that's your Pilates, that's your yoga, right? You need to start focusing on anaerobic exercise. If you want to do more cardio based, that would be more HIIT. That's going to be more insanity. On my personal favorite, lifting weights. The more resistance that you're placing on your body, the more stimulus you're giving to your body to grow. And the more stimulus you're giving to your body to grow, your muscles are going to grow a little bit faster than you do aerobic exercise. Aerobic exercise, you're not really pushing yourself. You're pushing your cardiovascular system. So it's going to help you stay in shape and make sure that you can breathe better, right? But if you're trying to grow your body, you want your body to come this way, not this way, then you need to go ahead and grow your muscles and your muscle bellies. And the only way that can happen is with hard resistance training. Now here's a little kicker. Have you ever noticed that it's kind of harder for you to lift weights? But if you're doing something more aerobic based, let's say the Stairmaster, which men hate, and I know I hate it at least, all right? Or you're talking about that yoga, and for some odd reason, your man is struggling, but you're not. That's because not only men and women have two different body types, but we also got two different fiber types. Men naturally have a little bit more 2B fast twitch fibers. You probably heard that nomenclature before. These type 2 fibers or fast glycolytic fibers are basically the ones that help you push through. These are the more power output fibers, right? Women have more type fibers. That means your body can handle more aerobic or exerting yourself, but you're not going all out type of motion. No? So that's why women can be on the Stairmaster and your thighs is not burning after 30 minutes on the Stairmaster. My thighs be burning after 5 minutes. That's because I got more type 2B fibers. That means I could push more on the leg press, but you could probably push that leg press probably at a smaller weight, but a little bit more times than me. Just like you could probably be on that Stairmaster a little bit longer than me. But men, we could just lift more. Women could just do that exercise a little bit longer. Does that make sense? Y'all have more slow twitch oxidative fibers. Men naturally have more 2B glycolytic fibers. Okay? So we can push a little bit more. Y'all can go a little bit longer. Everything happens for a reason. There's a reason why men are able to put on a little bit more mass faster than women. And there's also a reason why you see these fitness influencers that happen to be women who are getting bigger and bulkier. And that's because they're taking some things that you are not taking. Let's put it like that. If you're a woman, please make sure you start lifting weights a little bit more. That way you can get your testosterone up. You're not going to have a decline in your cognitive abilities. You're going to have a little bit better mood throughout the day. You're going to have less depressive symptoms. Your skin is not going to start getting a little bit thinner. And you're going to have more libido. And you're going to have more motivation just to do whatever activities that you desire. The last time I checked, every single woman that hits me up, they say, I don't want to get bulky, Trey. I want to get toned. Which is you're losing fat, building muscle. Cool. The only way you can do that effectively is for you to move your body with resistance weights. That's your reset tip of the day. That's going to be Stay Snatch all the time. Know the summertime. Talk to you soon.